Hi, I'm Rich Torrey. Welcome to another Level Up Cartooning. All you ever need to follow along with me is a pencil and paper. It doesn't get any easier than that, right? Sorry to all those expecting a video on Wednesday. For the first time since COVID, I was out on the road doing school assemblies, talking to students about the history of cartooning and teaching them how to draw. It felt great to be back doing what I love to do, sharing what I do with students. Anyway, if you've been with me for the past few weeks, you know we've been exploring some classic villains of both TV and film animation. That is, before I swerved into drawing characters from the Secret Life of Pets movies. Sorry, those were for my grandson. Anyways, we're going to go back and do a few more villains, starting today with the incredibly charming, yet devious, manipulative, and treacherous Dr. Facilier from the 2009 Disney hit The Princess and the Frog. Okay? But before we get started, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button as it helps this channel to grow, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. Okay? So let's draw the charming and evil Dr. Facilier. We're going to draw the bad doctor, step by step, giving you the secret formula to be able to draw him again and again. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I normally use the character's head to figure out how big the entire character is. In this pose, Dr. Facilier is roughly 8 heads tall. In other words, however tall his evil head is, his entire evil body is roughly 8 of those, not counting his tall top hat. Okay? So let's start with a roadmap for Dr. Facilier. So there's our roadmap for Dr. Facilier. Now we're on to step 2. In this step, we do what I call roughing out the features. I want to remind you that until the third and final step, you want to draw as light as possible. You will see that I use guidelines to help you to know where to put the evil doctor's evil eyes, evil nose, and evil mouth. We don't want those guidelines in the final drawing, so you want to draw them light enough to be able to erase them easily. Okay, let's rough out the conniving features for Dr. Facilier. Alright, so there are the roughed out features of Dr. Facilier. Now with the roadmap done and the features roughed out, it's time for the final step. In step 3, we get to have fun. We get to draw in the final details of our evil voodoo doctor. We don't have to guess where to put things because we've already done all the hard work to figure that out. In this step, it's okay to draw darker, but don't press too hard or mindlessly retrace over the lines you've already drawn. Always draw with an eye on tweaking and improving until the very end. So let's draw in the details for Dr. Facilier. Alrighty, there he is, the brilliant, smooth, and treacherous Dr. Facilier from Disney's Princess and the Frog. So how do you think you did? Understand, if you've never drawn Dr. Facilier before, then you can't expect to have drawn him perfectly. You notice I don't spend time coloring Dr. Facilier during this video because I want the lesson to focus solely on the drawing process. Now you have the secret formula, the process for drawing the evil Dr. Facilier. And with that, you can draw him again and again. And by all means, color him when you're done. I promise each time you draw him, it'll be a little better and a little easier. I also promise the more you work with me, the better you're going to get at all of your cartoon characters. For those of you who want to go a little deeper, click on the link below for my free 4-part drawing series, where I spend more time explaining the details and the thinking behind each step in what I call the level up cartooning process. So I'd love to see your drawing of Dr. Facilier. If you can, take a picture and post it on either Facebook or Instagram, and don't forget to include the hashtag levelupcartooning. Speaking of which, as we've drawn some of these classic villains, I've been encouraging you to come up with your own cartoon villain. Maybe they're villainous voodoo doctors. Maybe they're more along the lines of Scar or Tai Lung, or more in the line of Maleficent and Snidely Whiplash. Or, as I've suggested, maybe it's a combination of some of them. Whatever the case, draw it, name it, and post it as well. See what you can come up with. Anyway, I hope you had fun with this one. Remember to subscribe, and thanks for joining me. Until next time, keep drawing, my friends.